Oh, okay.
Put your hands on your back.
Am I on the arrest?
You're being detained. Relax.
Don't put your hands behind your back and go into jail right now.
Put my hands behind my back.
Basically what we have right now is I guess some guy probably high on mistreated right outside.
You are gonna help with this, Boyd!
Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at several cases of police misconduct, including an incident where officers used excessive force on an innocent black man at a gas station, choking him and threatening to break his arm, despite his attempts to comply. Our first case of the day involves an incident where an innocent civilian was assaulted and choked by multiple officers. On March 13, 2018, in North Merced, California, a 39-year-old black man, William Colbert, entered a gas station to buy tea after having just left the hospital following an allergic reaction to some medication. However, things escalated when the clerk and Mr. Colbert had a disagreement related to the credit card machine. As a result, the clerk suddenly called the police. According to Mr. Colbert's attorney, Patrick Buwelna, however, the man never threatened the clerk nor resisted arrest once police arrived. The following footage showcases what transpired once officers arrived on the scene.
Where my money at?
Stay out there.
Where my money at? No, it's cool. No. Ain't no turn around. Hold up. Hold up. You're not turning around. Come on, bro.
Relax.
Stop. Okay,
Put your hands on your back.
Am I on the
Put your
arrest?
hands behind your back. You're being detained. Relax.
You're being detained. Now put your hands behind your back and be quiet.
I got you.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
I'm putting them down low.
No, you're gonna put them where.
Put him where he tells you to
Right
put
there,
him. You're gonna go on the ground.
All right, there you go.
On the ground. Get on the ground.
Okay, I get it.
Get on the ground.
I'm just saying, fucking going to the hospital.
You want to get tased?
Look, I am.
You want to get tased? Get on the ground.
Hey.
Relax.
All right,
Put your hands behind your back.
Relax.
All right, I am relaxed.
Are you gonna cooperate?
Look, I'm good. I just got at the hospital, bro. Hospital,
Okay,
bro.
and you can go back quite easily.
Despite the victim stating that he was trying to comply with their orders multiple times, the officers not only detained and forced him to the ground, but also threatened to tase Mr. Colbert. Needless to say, the officers violated their department's de-escalation policy, which states, when reasonable and practicable, officers should consider attempts to de-escalate situations in their interactions with subjects through the use of advisements, warnings, verbal persuasion, and other tactics and alternatives to higher levels of force. In addition, when reasonable, officers should evaluate the totality of circumstances presented at the time in each situation, and when feasible, consider and utilize reasonably available alternative tactics and techniques that may persuade an individual to voluntarily comply, or may mitigate the need to use a higher level of force to resolve the situation before applying force. Rather than mitigate the situation and question what happened, however, the officers immediately assumed that the innocent black man was the transgressor and arrested him.
Put your hand. I will, dog. I'm
gonna break this arm. Relax. You understand?
All right.
Put your hand behind your back.
What are you doing, Brian? I am.
Don't tense up again.
Not only did the officer place the victim in an arm lock, but he also threatened to break it off. Through such a malicious display of hostility, the officer failed to uphold his duty as a model law enforcer and went against one of his department's core values, which states, "We will treat all with whom we work and interact with professional courtesy, fairness, and understanding. Respect crosses many organizational, cultural, social, economic, and occupational boundaries. We will strive to better understand other person's views, communicate clearly, and acknowledge that an individual can earn our respect even when some of his or her views are in conflict with our own." Along with this, he went against another of their core values, which states, "We believe that service is the very foundation of our profession. While carrying out our public safety responsibilities on a day-to-day basis, the attitudes we express and the actions we take will communicate to others that our primary goal is to serve the public in the interest of maintaining and increasing community safety and harmony."
Oh my God.
You understand?
Oh my God. Okay. I ain't trying to get smart with y'all. Hold on, Cuddy. Hold on. Wait, could y'all please help me? Could y'all please, bro?
Just relax.
Okay, I am. I just finished the hospital. This dude just
It does not matter.
Okay? No problem, officer, no problem. We gonna resolve this.
You're gonna go to jail.
For what?
Resisting.
come on, bro. I just gotta
No,
get down.
don't come on, bro. Me. Stand
No,
up.
you're going to jail, dude.
Let's go have a seat in the car. Talk yourself into this one.
That's fucked up.
Well, you know. Did you not understand what we were asking
Yo,
you?
first of all, you have your right to be detained.
Yeah, we have every right to
You
detain
don't
you.
come up and just start talking.
Okay.
Hey, body cam.
Yeah, it's
No,
on.
listen, you know me.
Hey,
Can I talk to you?
no, you can't.
Come on, that was your
No,
fault.
no,
You
hey.
did a smooth. Come on, you did a.
You gonna get in the car? You gonna get in the car?
Come on, you gonna choke me? You gonna choke
Hey.
me for everything?
Hey.
Come on, you gonna choke me?
Hey, put
You
on.
gonna choke me for no reason? I ain't even doing nothing, bro.
Hey, relax.
Where the body cam at?
Relax.
No, where the body?
For merely expressing his opinion on the matter, the officer began unnecessarily choking the victim with his left hand. First off, it's important to note that every individual is entitled to speak what they wish under the protection of the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Second, the officer was not allowed to choke the victim in any capacity. According to the SCRJ model policy, chokeholds are defined as lethal hands-on maneuvers that may cut off the supply of blood and oxygen to the brain, and include under this definition strangleholds, neck restraints, and carotid restraints. Any and all chokeholds are prohibited under this policy. In the chokeholds chapter, the model policy also outlines directives and prohibitions on breathing impairments. Breathing impairments include strikes to the neck and positional asphyxia. Consequently, the arresting officer could get into a lot of trouble for his actions.
Damn it. Look how you got me all in the air. I ain't even doing nothing, bro.
Hey.
So what? Just hit my fiddle. Come on, bro. He doing it wrong. This white motherfucker doing it wrong.
In the car.
Look what he's doing, bro.
Get in the car.
I'm gonna drive stun him.
It should also be noted that since none of the other officers stopped their peer from carrying out this act of violence, they were liable for violating their department's duty to intercede policy, which states, any officer present and observing another officer using force that is clearly beyond that which is objectively reasonable under the circumstances shall, when in a position to do so, intercede to prevent the use of unreasonable force. An officer who observes another employee use force that exceeds the degree of force permitted by law shall promptly report these observations to a supervisor as soon as feasible.
I'm going.
Get in the car.
Wait.
Are you done?
Yes.
Are you done?
Pull him through.
Crawl in.
You're gonna get tased. Get in.
I ain't no more.
Sit up.
Sit up.
I ain't seen no shit.
We're gonna make you.
My arm
Do you want us to make you?
Sorry, your arm's up because of your attitude.
white boy.
Hey,
I'm detained now.
you are you're under arrest now.
Yeah, you. I get out. I got 5,000. I get out. Fuck bitch. Sir,
Sit up.
I gotta get up, right? Let me get up. Let me get up. Let me get the f up.
Hey man, if you mess up this car,
So I don't give a f about this car.
man.
Fuck that. Y'all want white motherfuckers. Yeah, why can't we?
Coming back to the SCRJ model policy, since it mentions chokeholds as a lethal use of force, it can be considered that its application comes under deadly force. According to the officer's police department's policy on such lethal force, a peace officer may use deadly force only when the officer reasonably believes, based on the totality of the circumstances, that such force is necessary to defend against an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury to the officer or to another person. Furthermore, an officer may only use the level of force that they reasonably believe is proportional to the seriousness of the suspected offense, or a reasonably perceived level of actual or threatened resistance. A peace officer may use deadly force to apprehend a fleeing person for any felony that threatened or resulted in death or serious bodily injury if the officer reasonably believes that the person will cause death or serious bodily injury to another unless immediately apprehended. where feasible, a peace officer shall, prior to the use of force against such fleeing suspect, make reasonable efforts to identify themselves as a peace officer and to warn that deadly force may be used, unless the officer has objectively reasonable grounds to believe the person is aware of those facts. Considering what's stated in the policy, one can surmise that the officer certainly wasn't justified in his actions.
Hey guys, just take him to the jail. Here. Oh, we're gonna pull him out and do that.
What you gonna do?
Dude, hey, stop kicking the
What you
car.
gonna do? What you
Tank,
gonna
you're
put
making it
your face
worse
over
for
here?
yourself, man.
Put your face over here.
Just yank him
Just
out.
no, pull him out through here.
Hey, pull him out.
Hey, watch out.
Relax,
I'm
dude.
detained.
You're making this a big
Watch
deal
out.
right
I
now.
can't wait to get all this shit in
Watch
court.
out.
I can't wait to get all this shit in court. You know I got a fine lawyer.
Roll over.
You know me.
Just yank him out.
Perez, you know me.
Just yank him out.
Hold him out. Put him on his face.
Get on your stomach.
Relax.
Get on your stomach.
Relax. Hey, we gotta tie your
Cross your legs.
Just kick it out the windows.
Quit resisting.
Quit resisting.
Tank, you're kicking out the windows. We can't allow you to do that, okay? Kicked it like 4 times.
So bad. I'm not resisting no more.
Yeah, you said that 3 times already.
Okay. This is my situation. Somebody put my thumb. Don't do that.
Relax.
My thumb.
Relax.
Relax. Please, bro. All right, relax.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
now
said that
we
4
can
times
get in the
now.
car,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I don't want you kicking, okay?
What? You said, please. You said, get him on. Please, sir, please, please.
We'll let you know when we're ready.
Please, get him on. Please, bro. Please, bro, get me off my head. Please. Please. Please, bro.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna break down for 30 minutes. Please, I can't breathe.
All right, Tank, we're
I
gonna get you in
can't
there right now.
breathe. I can't breathe.
Roll him
I can't breathe.
After being brutally mistreated, Mr. Colbert justifiably began kicking the police car's door. However, this enraged the officers so much that they placed the victim in a chokehold and forced him to stay this way. Even when the victim clearly mentioned that he couldn't breathe, the officers continued to stop air from entering his body. Needless to say, such excessive force was beyond unreasonable and could even be seen as a possible attempt at murder.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm
Kick
done.
out the window.
I'm done.
No, you're not.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
You sit up,
Can you
sit up,
breathe?
sit up.
Can I get a breath?
Just let him
Please.
sit there for a second.
Please, bro. Please. Yo, look at you because you're the care. Y'all did not do nothing wrong tonight. I just came from the hospital. I just came from the hospital.
We just haven't gotten a chance to
No,
figure it out
no,
yet.
come on. Listen, man.
Sit up. You're getting in the car.
Okay.
Sit up on your
All
butt.
3. Come on. 1,
Hold on,
2.
hold on.
Sit up
3.
on your
Up.
butt.
I will. Okay, sit up. You see, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Let me get my feet hustle. Please, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You ready? On your feet. 1, 2.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Sit backwards in the car.
Sit your butt down in the
Okay,
car.
I need a breath.
Sir, let's go,
Can I breathe? Can I breathe?
You can breathe in the
I can't
car.
breathe right now, sir. Could you come to ambulance?
For what?
Could you come to ambulance, please? Could you please come to ambulance?
Just take a few deep breaths
I
and
need
relax.
I need the ambulance.
Sit down.
Please call
We'll call one.
No, kick it now.
Sir, just go.
Now.
We'll get your name.
No, I need him now. I can't breathe, bro. I can't.
Yank you in
Get
here.
in the car.
I'm getting in.
Yank you in here.
Come on. Let's go. Get in the car.
Okay, I'm getting.
Yeah, good idea.
You a coward, bro.
Yeah. You're a punk.
I'm getting in.
The prejudice and assault didn't stop here, unfortunately, since Mr. Colbert claimed a second beating took place at the Merced County Jail, resulting in him sustaining bloody injuries. Mr. Buelna stated that he saw footage of officers tackling his client in the jail in an area with surveillance cameras. He also said that Mr. Colbert was then pushed through a doorway into a room without surveillance cameras. Despite all this, the victim was charged with felony resisting arrest, misdemeanor counts of assault on an officer, and vandalism. As a result, he filed a civil rights lawsuit against a slew of officers, the city of Merced, and the clerk at the store for an unspecified amount of money. However, his claim against the city was denied. Unfortunately, as of the date of this recording, no other considerable information has been made available regarding this incident. the same for which cannot be said for another black man who was also needlessly persecuted in an incident where officers used excessive force and kicked the prostate cancer patient in the groin just a day after his surgery. On September 3, 2022, in Long Beach, California, a civilian by the name of Johnny Jackson was returning home from a run to a nearby Staples, where he printed a copy of his doctor's note for his job, when local officers suddenly confronted him. The Long Beach cops were apparently in an unmarked vehicle and parked behind Mr. Jackson in his driveway after pulling him over allegedly due to his expired registration. The following footage showcases what transpired next.
Sir, can you stay in the car for me? Hi.
I live here, so I don't have no weapons.
Okay, well, you can stay in the car. All right, you know what? Come over here. Fine.
Yeah.
Come over here. Very well.
No weapons.
Interlace your fingers behind your head. Okay. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Face that way. I'm going to speak slow. Interlace your fingers.
Hey, sir, stop. Stop. I will grab
This is actually my paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Okay.
Wait, I had surgery yesterday. Be careful.
Give me your papers.
Just let me move my
Give me your
papers. I just had surgery.
Just relax your hands. You're not listening.
I just had surgery.
Hey,
that's my paperwork.
You're doing a lot of talking, not a lot of listening.
I am.
Stop.
Just
listen to me. Put your hands behind your back. If you resist, you will get hurt.
If you hurt me, I will sue you.
Put your hands
I
on your
just
back.
had
I'm
surgery
giving you a warning.
yesterday.
Put your
You
hands-
hurt me, I will sue you. Don't threaten me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey,
Don't
Johnny,
threaten me.
Johnny,
Yes, sir.
can you listen to us?
This guy threatened me.
Okay.
I will get hurt.
Come over here, Johnny. Johnny,
Just
come
let
over
me-
here.
Don't force me. I just had surgery.
Not-
sir.
Walk!
Walk over
I just
there.
had surgery, sir.
Fight us.
I'm not. Look, let me work it. Let me. What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back and go into jail
Let
right
me
now.
put my hands behind my back.
What is going on with you?
I told the guy I just had surgery. You don't have to do it. I just had surgery. Please be careful.
Where'd you have surgery? Come here.
Cancer. I had cancer.
What is your issue? Have a seat.
I just had cancer.
What is your issue?
It's no issue. I just want to come.
What is your issue?
It's no issue.
Okay, why can you not listen to anything we're saying? Why do you think you're running the show here?
I'm not.
You're not. That's right.
I'm not. You guys are.
Why did we have to get to this point? You saw us back there pulling you over. You kept driving into your driveway.
Yes, sir.
Why?
One, my car
Yeah.
had December tags on them. Actually, it's June. So that's why I pulled in the driveway, sir.
According to Mr. Jackson, his vehicle did not in fact have an expired registration. This meant that the probable cause the officers initially had to stop and detain Mr. Jackson never existed. As a result, the officers were liable for violating the victim's fourth constitutional right, which states, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
So why are you forcing us to use force on you?
Well, when this officer threatened me that he was going,
Because you're not
I
listening.
was explaining to him I just had surgery.
That's fine. You're still not listening.
I'm listening.
Now you are, after we got to this point. Can you turn the radio off? Why did we get to this point?
His aggressiveness. That's why, officer. I would just.
You
want
still
to-
weren't listening to me. You weren't listening to my partner
There
here.
was 3 people talking to me at the same time.
No, there was not. We each individually tried to talk some sense into you.
And then when my paper flew down.
And I caught it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you were the one. Okay.
So why does it have to get to this point?
It doesn't.
Then why did it? Why can't you just listen to what we have to tell you? But you kept driving into your driveway.
Yes, sir. I did.
Why? What are you supposed to do?
I was coming back home.
What are you supposed to do? That's not my question.
What you were supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do when you get pulled over?
I was supposed to pull over.
Okay, what did you do?
Show you guys all the paperwork.
And what did you do?
I parked in the driveway.
Okay.
I just had a 4-hour surgery and I'm just messed up.
So I'm surprised you're acting the way you are.
just want to get home, get that paperwork so I can get it to my job. And that was it, officer. And I got
I'm
pulled
surprised
over.
you got to the point where you did, if that's really the case.
But the threat, officer, wasn't necessary.
What threat?
The officer right here.
By law?
By law, he said he was going to hurt me. So what?
Yes, by law.
Can
you stop, Johnny?
Go ahead.
By law, we have to tell you that we will use force on you if you're not cooperating. Did you know that?
Well, I know one thing.
Did you know that, yes or no?
Yes.
You did, but you're still questioning why we did that, because it's a threat, apparently.
But it was just a threat. I was going to comply with everything,
no,
officer.
you weren't.
Yes, I was.
By law, we have to tell you we're going to use force on you.
Okay. Okay, officer.
I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get tased. I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get pepper sprayed or thrown to the ground. Think about that next time.
I will. I thought about it. I thought about it.
You might be going to jail now. Well, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? There's a...
This nut folder. Should be another folder there, no?
This one doesn't.
It should have been here. Check back here. Hopefully. Did you order a wheel lift?
No, do we need one?
David R20. Can you advise Tow that it's a smaller driveway? So I'm not sure if they're going to prefer a wheel lift instead of a flatbed.
You just back it out.
Oh, yeah, that.
After the incident, Mr. Jackson filed a civil lawsuit after he stated that the officer struck him in the groin right after he had surgery. The filing claimed that during the arrest, Mr. Jackson was kneed in his groin several times and suffered complications after the incident, including blood in his urine and bruises due to the handcuffs. As a result, the city council settled the lawsuit and agreed to pay out $300,000. Furthermore, the city's deputy attorney, Howard Russell, stated that the settlement is not an admission of liability and that the city's attorney's office believes that the settlement amount is reasonable and fair to both Mr. Jackson and the city. Although it's a right for all, some people don't get the opportunity to file a lawsuit like Mr. Jackson. Such was noted in an incident where an officer conducted an invasive search of their target right out in the open road. On March 8, 2017, in Mount Holly, New Jersey, Trooper Joseph Drew began searching through 21-year-old Jack Levine's pants and other garments, ostensibly looking for marijuana during a traffic stop in Southampton. As shown throughout the footage, Mr. Levine repeatedly expressed disbelief at the daylight roadside search.
What? Yo, you are really on some wild ass shit right now. Like, yo, oh man, I can't wait. You better hope this is legal. Oh my. Did you find it? Did you find it? Yo, you guys are really ridiculous. Shit, you might as well ask me on a date. You might. Oh, it sure seems like. Yeah. Yo, this is justice! He's raping me! Yo, he's raping me! Yo, help! Yo, what the? Yo, he's raping me! Yo, he's raping me! Damn, where's the camera? Yeah. Oh, don't show him my big deal. Yo.
Mr. Levine proceeded to demand that the search take place in front of the trooper's car's dashboard camera. However, instead of doing that or even taking him down to the station, the officer continued to search Mr. Levine out in the open. Not only did the officer blatantly invade the victim's privacy and defile his image, but he also went against his department's mission statement, which states, "The Mount Holly Police Department is dedicated to excellence in policing, utilizing education, enforcement, partnerships to reduce crime, create a safe environment, build trust, and enhance the quality of life in our community."
Don't break my pants at least. Come on, man. Yo, this is getting out of control. Yo, what? Yo, this. Yo, is this leaking? Are you serious? Yo, do you at least feel bad for me, man? Like, what the kind of shit is this? What's that? Yo, oh my god. Sorry if my dick gets hard. Yo, don't look at my ass. Yo, this is just real. This is some really wild shit right here. Yo, I just got f***ing, damn, I think I'm traumatized. That was really weird. That was really, Justin, he touched my ass. He grabbed my nuts. He grabbed my dick. Oh wait, Justin, he found weed. I had weed on me. I didn't know. Oh! Yo, don't go back. Yo.
Listen to me. Stop moving.
What?
Stop moving.
How many times are you gonna check? How many times are you gonna check? I know you're gonna frustrate. How many times?
You're getting frustrated because you're moving. Stop moving.
I'm not moving.
The less you move, the quicker this will take.
Yo. Oh my. Yo. What the? Bro, this is ridiculous. Yo, he's doing some real crazy right now, yo. Oh. Yo, I cannot believe this is really happening just because cop says he smells weed. Like you guys got that much. You got that much weed? You might as well leave him down. The whole fucking world saw my dick, man. I know, you're getting tired, right? Like, what the fuck?
Having found no traces of marijuana or any other illegal substances, however, the officer let the victim go.
Don't tell me. Oh, wait, now am I free to go?
Walk out into traffic and get hit.
I know you just sexually assaulted me, but I'm not going to kill myself. Like, I'm not that traumatized. Like, damn. I cannot believe that.
After the incident, Mr. Levine tried to file a civil lawsuit against the officers. However, a judge denied 2 motions from Mr. Levine's attorney, Arthur H. Lang, that would pave the way to a formal civil lawsuit. Therefore, his attorney filed another motion in an attempt to get more material on which to build a case. The reason why his lawsuit was denied is because in New Jersey, preliminary paperwork for certain civil cases must generally be filed within 90 days of the event in question, though a judge may permit certain exceptions up to a year. In response, Mr. Lang had argued that since his client did not know that other troopers, specifically a supervisor who allegedly signed off on the search, were involved, Mr. Levine should have had the opportunity to file a late claim. Unfortunately, as of the date of this recording, there has been no update to the victim's lawsuit. Although Trooper Drew was unable to find any suspicious substances on his target, The same cannot be said for officers in an incident where they used an excessive amount of force in restraining and detaining a man under the influence of an unknown substance, who ultimately met his end. On July 2, 2019, in Sacramento, California, local police officers responded to downtown reports of a 39-year-old man by the name of Mario Matthews, who was behaving erratically, running through the building, ignoring commands from security officers, and appeared to be under the influence of an unknown substance at the 500th block of David J. Stern Walk. As the man continued behaving erratically, officers quickly entered the building and began pursuing him on foot, leading to a chase down one of the property's hallways. The situation escalated, however, as the officers tackled their target to the ground. After the property's security officers restrained the victim, Sacramento officers arrived on the scene and took control of the situation.
Basically what we have right now is, I guess some guy, probably high on 928, was running around outside and somehow snuck into the Golden One Center. And so security inside here ended up detaining him and putting him in cuffs when we showed up. So for whatever reason, he was just acting a fool. So we kind of helped and assisted in keeping him down. No use of force based on what the officers are telling me. I got to watch their body-worn cameras when we get a chance. So Fire's here treating him as we speak. He had a pulse as of about maybe 5 minutes ago, so they're working on him right now. So that's where we're at right now. So basically the guy was trespassing. So based on what I'm talking to the officers, no use of force on our part. He was already detained by security here when we showed up. So it's probably one of those excited delirium type deals. I guess his pupils were like super blown.
Although the officers from the local police department may not have used any force, that didn't excuse the actions of the building security officers. With the way they handled the victim, it was clear that they violated their company's policy on the use of force, which states, "Officers shall use only that amount of force that is objectively reasonable under the totality of the circumstances known to the officer at the time the force is used. Force may appear necessary at the time the force is used, given the facts and circumstances perceived by the officer at the time of the event, to accomplish a legitimate law enforcement purpose."
What's his deal?
He's just high. Yeah, sit back, big dog. Under?
Yeah, hook him tighter so then we connect it right here. Yeah, there you go.
You still breathing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very labored, but he's breathing. Hey. Hey! You alright? Hey, bud.
You still have a pulse?
Yeah, he's breathing. You alright?
Hustling in. Yeah. Okay.
Did he say anything?
No. It's just I already knew he was high when he was just running around the course. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay.
He was like this, he didn't lose any clothing or property.
No, he was just straight like this. We had him against here. Are there any Yeah. Did he fight himself or? No, we took him down pretty hard. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel pulse.
No pulse?
No pulse. Yeah, no pulse. No pulse.
No pulse. Elevators over here. Shit's up there. Anybody you go with them to make sure they can get down?
Due to failing to pay attention to Mr. Matthews' condition, the officers were unaware until this point that the victim was not actually breathing. Upon finding out, they began making use of CPR to resuscitate him. Furthermore, Sacramento Fire Department personnel arrived 7 minutes after the victim was restrained. Upon arriving at the scene, they too began CPR, stopping briefly to take his handcuffs off. Unfortunately, it was all for naught. Mr. Matthews sadly died 2 days later at a hospital. Although a spokesman for the police department, Officer Marcus Vasquez, stated that the investigation into Mr. Matthews' in-custody death was ongoing, there have still been no further updates. Although one may argue that the use of force in this situation may have been justified, the same cannot be said for a man in an incident where a police dog bit an artery in his arm, resulting in severe bleeding, and then subsequently getting into a car crash. On September 17, 2022, in Sacramento County, California, a man by the name of Salvador Garcia Jr. was riding a bicycle in front of a Cypress Village apartment complex when a deputy suddenly ordered him to stop, jumped out of his patrol SUV, drew his firearm, and gave chase. According to the officer, he was trying to apprehend Mr. Garcia on suspicion of violating an ex-girlfriend's restraining order. Regardless, the way he handled the situation was morbid to say the least.
You're gonna get bit by my dog, homie! Stop! Roscoe here! Roscoe here! Sell it! Sell it! Sell it! Get the f*** on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Okay! Hands behind your back!
During his chase, the officer drew his firearm and sicked his dog on the victim. First off, it's important to note that, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, law enforcement officers and correctional officers may use deadly force only when necessary, that is, when the officer has a reasonable belief that the subject of such force poses an imminent danger of death or serious physical injury to the officer or to another person. Furthermore, it should be noted that 1. Deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. 2. Officers will be trained in alternative methods and tactics for handling resisting subjects, which must be used when the use of deadly force is not authorized by this policy. Therefore, the officer was not allowed to draw his handgun on the victim solely for fleeing.
Please! Roll on your stomach. Please! My leg! Oh! Oh! Pull your arm behind your back. Pull your arm behind your back. Oh! Oh God! Oh God! That is, turn around. Please! Please! Okay. Please! Listen, bring your arm behind your back. Bring your arm behind your back. It is the dog. I know. The dog. Roscoe. House! Oh! Oh! He won't dig. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Although the victim had completely given up at one point, the officer did not halt his police dog from continuing to bite into Mr. Garcia's arm. On top of that, the officer was evidently unable to control his dog, as he was incapable of stopping it from gnawing at the victim. Considering this and the unnecessary use of a canine unit to begin with, the officer clearly violated his department's use of force policy on police dogs, which states, "A police dog used to apprehend is best understood as an instrumentality of force, to be judged according to the rules that apply to the police use of force. As applied to police dogs, a canine apprehension is a justifiable and lawful use of force if the threat to officers or the public is significant. The need for force must be sufficient to justify the canine apprehension. The circumstances of the event confronting the officer determine whether the use of force was lawful or unlawful. Generally, the use of the canine in an apprehension involves felony suspects." Moreover, with such negligence and failure to control his canine unit, the officer was not only liable for criminal negligence, but also possibly an accomplice in the dog's first-degree assault.
He's twisted.
Oh! Please, sir! Please!
Can I focus and start catching fire? Yeah, go ahead and resume. Hey, he's got something in his back pocket. Something in his back pocket. Hey. Hey, tourniquet his arm. Okay. Hey, tourniquet. Stop the bleeding. Tourniquet. The pain is bad.
Despite the desperate situation the victim was in, it took 10 entire minutes for an ambulance to arrive at the scene. This negligence of the victim's well-being no doubt violated a law enforcement policy set forth by the United Nations Human Rights Office, which states, "Law enforcement officials shall ensure the full protection of the health of persons in their custody, and, in particular, shall take immediate action to secure medical attention whenever required."
Ask him where the gun half of that magazine is. Do you want to take in the pictures at the hospital? I have to clean it up. Thanks, man. Hey, do you guys have stuff that'll wipe off blood off my hands?
I swear.
I think so. I will. He's working. So he heard it. Yeah, but I'll text him.
Same thing as actively resisting.
Oh yeah. I talked to him afterward. I was like, dude, he pulled into here, and I was like, dude, just stop. And he comes into here, and I PA. I'm like, you're gonna get bit by my dog. He swings up and looks like he's gonna go up the stairwell, and I jump out. I'm like, dude, just stop. You're gonna get bit. And he's like, no. Turns around, boogies this way on the bike. I'm like, stop, dude. Bob Roscoe. He jumps off the bike here and swings it at him.
Right there, please.
And then gets bit.
And that's a felony on 594, right?
Yeah.
So he said it's at the house.
And obviously he's under the influence.
What?
At the house.
Oh, that's where it's at? Okay.
594.
So his mom's there, which is his parents' house, which I've been in tons of dogs.
Cool. Well,
Right?
as long as he didn't like ditch it or it ended up being attached like a real gun. He had a magazine for a gun on. He's super high.
Yeah.
He's super high.
Take this off, put it on the front, the cup. No, on the front, so I don't lay on it.
Right. Hey, do you guys have any wipes for blood? What's that?
I have his.
That's fine. I just got a bunch of his nasty on me. Good work, dude. Thanks. Yeah, so it's a dog bite to his right forearm. He's pretty high on meth, but it was leaking pretty good. We just didn't have risk of a tourniquet on. But it's like upper forearm close to his elbow. This concludes my contact.
Unfortunately for Mr. Garcia, his string of bad luck didn't end there. After the victim had been hospitalized for days, which ended up costing $189,000, and was being taken to jail, his transport driver, a deputy, was driving while using his phone and typing on a computer, resulting in him rear-ending another vehicle, which left the man with whiplash. Unsurprisingly, Mr. Garcia sued the police department and its officers. His lawsuit sought damages for excessive force, unreasonable post-arrest care, and assault, along with other claims. Unfortunately, as of the date of this recording, there have been no further updates made to this case. This officer wasn't the only one who assaulted a restrained civilian, however. That's because another deputy committed a similar crime when he repeatedly tased a person who was already detained and chained to a wall. On April 11, 2015, in Washington Park, Illinois, Officer James Boyd and another village police officer arrested Yancey Carden and his wife Kelly at a nearby Club Hollywood in a dispute over a $200 bar bill. When placed under custody, Mr. Carden began lashing out while being chained to the wall. Although the man could do no harm, Officer Boyd handled the situation in a completely unprofessional manner.
Hey! I need to go to a hospital. I need medical attention. We're finna get sued. Yeah, watch this. Wait till my dad gets back from Guam tomorrow. Watch this.
Yeah, he's not gonna get back until Saturday night.
Watch this. Finna get paid. Yeah. Yes, I'm showing him. You see my face? You see this gas? See that gas? Yeah, we getting sued. This ain't Illinois.
Yeah, that's Illinois.
No, it ain't Illinois.
Yeah, we're in Washington Park, Illinois.
No, Missouri can take care of that.
Well, we're in Washington Park. We're not in Missouri.
Missouri's just can take care of that. Why?
Visible from his bleeding flesh wound and clear intoxication, Mr. Cardin was in need of medical attention. Despite this, no officer made plans for his transport or even attempted to call a medical responder. As a result, the officers in charge of his custody were in violation of the aforementioned policy set forth by the United Nations Human Rights Office. Sometime later, frustrated at the lack of medical attention, Mr. Cardin began causing a ruckus. It was at this point that Officer Boyd arrived on the scene and threatened him to stop.
Officer!
If I'm gonna stick to my phone, with my mom, and she doesn't even know what to do if she wakes up. She's never had her overnight before.
I need my.
You do that again, and I'm gonna have to taser you,
Hey,
and I'm gonna
guess
strap
what?
you down.
Guess
Do
what?
it again.
You finna get-
Do it again, and you're gonna get tasered. And
Yo,
I'm gonna strap you down.
my U.S. Russian
I just
citizen.
want to call my mom.
Do
My
it again.
U.S. Russian citizen, I'm getting paid. U.S. Russian
Go ahead.
citizen.
Do it again. I dare you. I dare you. Do it again. I dare you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do it again.
I'm finna sue.
Go ahead and start saying.
You have no idea.
You hit that wall again, and that's what's
You
gonna happen.
have no
You have to
idea.
retain him. You can't take
You
him.
have no idea. You're finna get sued.
What? Yeah.
Hey, you're finna get sued. Watch this. I'm finna sue the f***ing y'all. Y'all have no idea. $1,300 a week.
Stop!
Come out here and tase me.
He can't tase you unless you're threatening him. He has to retain you.
Hey, come here. You're real tough with cuffs and a taser and a pistol, right?
Stop. Stop.
You're real tough, huh?
Stop. Do not tase him.
Do it
I'm
again.
watching.
Do it again.
I'm
I want
watching.
you to do it again. Come
You
on,
can't
come on.
tase
I'm right
him. You
here.
have to retain
I'm right here
him.
right now. Do it again. I'm standing right here in front of you. Do it again. You're not going anywhere. You can talk your.
According to his department's de-escalation policy, in any application of force, an officer shall use reasonable care when determining whether to use physical force or deadly force, and when using any physical or deadly force against another person. To that end, an officer shall use all de-escalation tactics that are available and appropriate under the circumstances before using physical force. By failing to de-escalate the situation and instead threaten Mr. Cardin, the officer violated this policy. Furthermore, it's also important to note that the officer wasn't allowed to threaten him with a taser, since according to the ACLU, the taser shall never be used punitively or for the purpose of coercion.
All day long. You can do whatever you got to do. You can get 10 laws. Good, I'll lose my job.
You're going to.
Guess what? That's great. That's
You're
great.
You're like the police in Ferguson, Missouri.
And you're like the guys in Ferguson, Missouri.
Huh?
You heard what I said. I'm not stuttering.
How bitch?
I'm not stuttering.
Sit down. Do not tase my husband. Stop it. You
Come on. Go ahead. Go right on ahead.
Let go.
You know what? Go right on ahead. Go right on ahead. You will stop.
Don't tase him anymore.
You stop what you're doing, right?
Let go of
You
it.
stop what you're doing.
Let go of
You
it.
do it again, and you're gonna go.
I got you.
I hate you. You will go to hell for this. You will go to hell for this.
Go
You
open
will
that
go
back
to
door.
hell.
I'm stopping.
Go open the back door for me.
You will go to hell for this, Boyd.
While one may argue that Mr. Cardin's actions brought this upon himself, it still didn't excuse the actions of the officer. First off, Mr. Cardin's words were protected by the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states that there is no prohibition on what a U.S. citizen may say. Second, since the victim was chained and in no way could harm the officer or anyone else around him, the officer was not allowed to tase him. By doing so repeatedly, however, he violated the ACLU's Taser policy, which states, "The Taser is a use of force and is to be used only when necessary to overcome resistance while effecting an arrest, preventing an escape, in self-defense or in defense of another person from physical harm, and in accordance with this department's use of force policy."
Open the door.
Let go of it! Are you still holding on to it?
You know what?
This is not right.
What's not right?
This is not right. He's not doing anything but yelling. He's not doing anything. Don't do anything for him! I swear to God, he will go to hell. You will rot in hell.
Are they in
You will rot in hell. Yeah, this is right now. For eternity. Eternity. You will rot in hell. Yes. You will rot in hell for eternity. Eternity. This is good right now. Because we wanted to go out one night and have fun. Because my ATM and his stupid ATM wouldn't work. I was trying to sit there and talk to the bartender about it, and we got arrested. You never have gone out and had a drunken night of stupidness, and we get arrested for it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? My 6-month-old baby. Oh my God. 7 years sober for nothing. For nothing. I'm right in the same place that I was 7 years ago. Do not tase him again. Take that out of him.
Don't tase it. Don't tase it. I loved it. I loved it.
Shut
right?
up.
You see, it didn't hurt me, right? I sat down because you asked me to. It wasn't because you tased me. Don't not towards me. Don't get that towards me.
He doesn't know what you're doing. You have to tell him what you are doing.
No, don't get that towards me.
It's a pliers. Now turn around and
I don't give a damn.
Get him back in here.
U.S. citizen. I don't care. Don't touch me.
Yeah, because he knows it's against his
I know I'm a disgrace.
Because you're not EMT.
My dad's a Marine sniper.
Don't tase him again.
You're a disgrace.
Have a seat on that
Tase him
bench.
again.
Have a seat on the bench.
You're not a medical freaking person to freaking take this shit out of his back or his shoulder. He has more than a 2 millimeter abrasion.
Seat on my bench.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to the police. You're a disgrace to the police department and the U.S. citizens of the United States.
Okay.
That's what the you are. You're a disgrace. I'm finna have you up, buddy. You think I'm playing? You're a I'm finna have your job. Watch what the I say. Watch what the you're a
I'm not
doing wrong?
tripping on my
What am I doing wrong, officer? What am I doing wrong, man?
You're getting pissed off. You're getting aggravated. Your feelings are hurt, right? Your feelings are hurt. Then why are you getting so aggravated?
Alright, that'll work there.
You're
Once again, although Mr. Cardin was only visibly threatening and not physically resisting, the officer used an excessive amount of force in tightening his handcuffs. This was yet another violation of his department's policies, this time on the use of force, which states, officers may use only the force that is objectively reasonable to effectively gain control of an incident, while protecting the safety of the officer and others, in keeping with the standards set forth in the 1989 case law Graham v. Connor. Officers may use force only when no reasonably effective, safe, and feasible alternative appears to exist, and may use only the level of force that a reasonable officer on the scene would use under the same or similar circumstances. As the Supreme Court stated in Graham, the decision to use force requires careful attention to the facts and circumstances of each particular case, including the severity of the crime at issue, whether the suspect poses an immediate threat to the safety of the officer or others, and whether the suspect is actively resisting arrest or attempting to evade arrest by flight.
If I ever see you with these tasers in me, you better run and hide, bitch. Yeah, charge me with threatening an officer. Wait till my dad hears about this. Huh? You're a disgrace to your country.
He can stand.
I can stand as long as I want. U.S. citizen right. I pay my taxes. Hit me with a taser. Hit me with a taser again. Watch this. I'm having your job. Michael Brown. Hands up, don't shoot. Hey, you know I'm gonna have your job, right, officer? You know I'm gonna have your job, right? I spin the trash can. Sir. Hey, sir. Sir. Look at my hands. Hey, sir, look at my hands. They're turning purple. I'm gonna have your job. That's U.S. Marine. I got an uncle works at the Pentagon. Finna have your job. Tase me?
I can hear it! Please just answer it!
You thought you were gonna tase me and get away with it. Bitch. You gotta tase me, I'll laugh about it. No, I'm finna get tased. You had no idea. Look at my eye. Look at my eye. Finna get paid. Cause some...
Please just answer the phone and talk to my mom.
Watch this. And watch it, I'm finna pay. I'm finna sue. Look at my eyes. Some more shit. Y'all think it's funny, right? Y'all think it's finna happen? Watch this warrior from Missouri. Watch this. Finna get paid. Finna get paid. Finna get paid. Sit down. Sit down. Calm down and sit down. Kelly. Calm down. Sit down. They're finna get sued. Sit down.
Stop, Yancy, sit down.
Go to, they ain't assault. I'm mentally insane. I'm finna kill myself. Finna kill myself. Finna kill myself.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourself with your hands tied behind your back. Stop.
Finna kill myself.
Shut up.
Police beat my eye.
So now I'm... That's what you're... Whoa! And you're trying to get your children right because I'm not here with you. I'm not trying to do this with you. Yeah, I'm crazy. Go ahead.
You don't care if it's your husband or boyfriend.
My husband. My husband.
In the end, Mr. Cardin was charged with a felony count of damaging government property and a misdemeanor battery count and pleaded guilty in both cases. He was given probation and ordered to pay a fine and court costs. Meanwhile, Officer Boyd left to find other employment before he could be disciplined for the incident. Furthermore, Mr. Cardin filed a lawsuit against the village for $100,000 in damages. It asked for at least that much to compensate Mr. Cardin for injuries and damages to his nervous system, bones, ligaments, tendons, and muscles from the tasering, as well as emotional distress. The lawsuit also alleged that Washington Park had a usage, custom, or policy of using tasers excessively against members of the public who were arrested or detained. In response, however, St. Louis attorney Anthony G. Dreiss, who represented the village, denied the allegations. Regrettably, there has been no update as of yet regarding the lawsuit. Next, on August 27, 2021, a trucker by the name of William Keyser was waiting in the line of a repair shop after blowing a tire. It was at this point, however, that some state troopers emerged out of their vehicle and began harassing the poor man.
Really?
Sir! Hello, sir. Different house and Belt State Police. The reason I'm jumping out with you here, you've got an issue with your tires on your trailer.
I know, I'm in line.
Oh, are you waiting for that to get it fixed up? You know that you're missing, you're treading your mud flaps.
jacked up under it?
Yeah, I'm in line.
Okay, well, I didn't know you were in line.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a violation of the person motor vehicle. Do you have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
You're kidding me, right?
No, sir, I'm not.
I'm in line at the repair shop and you're coming over here and doing that.
Okay. I need to see your license, registration, proof of insurance.
Let me guess, you're his trainee, right? Let me guess, you're his trainee, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Despite the fact that he was simply waiting in line to repair a tire, Mr. Keiser was told by the officers that he had a vehicle violation and asked to see his license, registration, and proof of insurance. Considering that this was unwarranted, the officers were violating the victim's fourth constitutional right, since the Fourth Amendment prohibits the United States government from conducting unreasonable searches and seizures. In general, this means police cannot search a person or their property without a warrant or probable cause. Furthermore, it also applies to arrests and the collection of evidence. Thankfully, however, Mr. Keiser stated that nothing happened to this time, but was sad that much worse happens with other truckers all the time. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter